We have a chase, which means there's a race, which means you guys are locked in to see what's going on. We have a Corvette that stays in the triple digits. As you can see, starting out, triple digits. On a freeway, highway in California.
As we are on the westbound 60, approaching coming into the Montebello area, and as we said, if we continue on...
And it's got to be at a time where there's obviously no traffic. You can see super late at night, so he's just flowing through traffic at 130. Some may say, oh, that's normal speeds for me. Okay.
The whole San Gabriel Valley corridor, so that's an option for you. But if we
the fact that a helicopter is having to keep up with him lets you know what's really good. This is a for sure 100% good driver.
It looks like we're taking an off ramp here, and this is going to be the off ramp.
Let's see what he does. Especially in California, when you talk about traffic, will he play cat and mouse? He's off the freeway.
Very interesting, as these high speeds don't translate well from highways onto these surface streets. So
he must know something I don't know.
Probably get the speedometer back on. We'll be able to see that we've gone from about 140 miles an hour back down to 50, 60 miles an hour. And this appears to be Wilcox Avenue. This is more of a residential area. We could get into...
I know he's not going to park the car. He's on live TV.
But now that we're off the freeway, it's really a good sign that this driver is deciding to slow down and not use those high speeds.
I will say, after watching a bunch of chases with Chargers and Challengers and stuff, this is my first Corvette chase. And the Corvette may be the car to do it with some of the brakes, aerodynamics, and how the car actually functions. It's a road track car. It's meant to be driven fast for a long period of time with curves and heavy braking and heavy acceleration. So playing cat and mouse might be the biggest thing they can do with a Corvette to get out of this. And that's really what it looks like he's doing. He's going on various roads and freeways to try to confuse the police. But he's got a helicopter. I can't tell you guys enough. It's so hard to outrun a helicopter unless they run out of fuel or you stay at 140 plus for a good period of time. You ain't got no gas in it, you're done.
There we go. We went under the bridge, and one of the CHP units is really close behind us. There you have it. The
quick speed all of a sudden.
This driver picking up speed going eastbound now. Looks like this is going to be Wilcox Avenue. Still not on the freeway.
And he's turning back around.
Using a high rate of speed. As soon as this driver saw that CHP unit,
you can literally see that, yeah, he is playing cat and mouse with these guys.
And that driver sees him.
This can't be his first time. 100%. He knows what he's doing.
And it's almost like we're seeing a bit of a cat and mouse game as we're back on this road that the driver used earlier to exit from the 60 freeway. We're going to come up on another intersection that the driver passed earlier, still going at a high rate of speed. Luckily, traffic isn't too bad here, but it's just a really scary scene passing right on the right side of those other vehicles, pretty close to sideswiping them. And it looks like we're going to get back onto the freeway now. I believe that's the on-ramp back to the 60 freeway westbound.
Back at 120. He is moving. I don't think you guys understand how fast 120 is. 130.
Now is Michelle Fisher, who is helping us out here with our coverage of this high-speed
I'm locked in. Hopefully y'all like it.
Going 140 miles an hour on the freeway now, back on the freeway.
Yes, and I heard you ask
moving through traffic.
What violation he possibly was being pulled over for in the first place, but do we know that information yet? Or
No plate.
And you can see how far the helicopter is away from him. It's just the camera zooming in. So again, if he stays at this speed for a while, he may have it.
At the speed, and it's just been amazing the level of speed here, and the fact that when he was on the surface streets, Gabe, he couldn't. I mean, he could out-accelerate the pursuing officers without any.
It's like he's slowing down to make a decision, and he's got his headlights on. I don't understand.
Whatever he's able.
Got to turn your lights off, guys. When you're ready to get up out of there, gotta get the lights out.
But it's the level of skill that he has behind the wheel that
so we believe this is going to be a Mark, so we believe this is going to be a Chevy Corvette, obviously. I believe Rob, our photographer, did did a zoom in earlier.
You heard that, a Z06 Corvette.
Z06, a Z06. And those vehicles have a top speed of 205 miles an hour. So if he decides to go 205 miles
And you heard it. They're going to have
definitely
difficulty catching up with the Z06 Corvette. Again, meant to track the car.
Still, these speeds are incredibly excessive.
I do not recommend running from the police, though. This is not smart.
Now, definitely favoring those triple digits. Still over 100 miles an hour. Not as fast as we were going earlier with those 140 miles an hour. And that could be because of the curvature of this 60 freeway. On the 210, you have a lot of long straightaways that just go for miles and miles. And the 60 freeway, a little bit of an older freeway, that kind of curves.
You hear the guy on the news talking about the roads.
Any smart driver would think to make those curves safely and get around other
It's like the guy on the news was coaching them through where to go.
And I think that's what we're seeing here
and
with
what
this
to do.
driver. Still excessive rates of speed, going around a school bus there, and continuing as we approach the. This is going to be
from
LA interchange.
Again, California, where there's normally crazy traffic.
As I was looking down on
Pomona area.
we're going through the East LA interchange. It looks like we're staying on the part of the 60 freeway that eventually turns into the 10. And this is a complicated interchange with lots of options really for this driver.
He's getting up out of there.
But it looks like we're going to stick with this part of the 60 freeway that turns into the 10 freeway as we kind of go around the south side of downtown. Kind of slowing down a little bit. Look at that. We're under triple digits now, which is
talking about just under 3-digit miles per hour.
As we were saying, a lot of chances for the freeway to kind of curve left and right. This is the part of the 10
See,
freeway
just swerving through traffic. Easy in a Corvette. Again, it's what it's made for, you guys. It's not made for running from the cops. Again, I stand on that. Please don't do that. Run at your own risk. Understand the consequences.
And it's going to make this a little bit more difficult for this.
Oh yeah, they are far away from this guy. He would turn his lights off and just go. See, that's really how they're finding him, is the lights. They're tracking him.
As close as they can behind this suspect, but they have to keep safety in mind and do what they can to keep the general public safe as we continue to watch this Chevy Corvette, blue in color, out of Pomona, continue these high rates of speed. We're almost through downtown now, so we've gone from Rancho Cucamonga to downtown LA.
They've been following this Corvette for 15 minutes, and they made it seem like they're about to go to. Look at the helicopter.
Normal commute from Rancho Cucamonga to downtown.
They got CHP chasing after him, and you can see the police after him now.
That has come out of Fullerton Airport. They were able to catch up to this pursuit.
They're trying.
Other
You can see he's gone.
doing their best to keep up.
2 helicopters after 1 Corvette. That is insane.
Just because of the erratic driving, the erratic behavior that we've seen.
140.
Now we are going to approach the.
He's slowing way down. He must be taking an exit. Oh, traffic.
This guy's staying on the far left side. So as we come up on some traffic, we're going to go under the overpass.
Oh, he just hopped over.
Come out the other side. Looks like we're going to be committed to that. Oh, and we jumped the board.
Is he about to play cat and mouse again?
To a part of the 10 freeway that's actually more of a side connector ramp that you can use from the 10 to reconnect back there. Use from the 110 actually.
Going through a construction zone.
To the 10 freeway. So construction zone. A little bit of a construction zone there. You're absolutely
Oh, he just ran over a cone.
Off-ramp Hoover Street, but we're not going to take him. This guy saw the construction, running over a cone there.
You know how low a Corvette is.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There the cone goes. Now we're using the right shoulder. Now we're back on that number 4 lane. Still high rates of speed. Westbound 10. We'll be in Santa Monica in a couple of minutes.
He's got off the freeway.
This is Buick. Now.
Yes, as fast as he's going, although, you know, the freeway and the traffic
Imagine being on
seeing how
TV
it makes it
live,
difficult for him,
running from the
certainly,
police.
It's probably a lot safer.
He's about to go the opposite way. Unless he's going on the back road, he is about to go the
If
opposite
he
way.
was on the surface streets and the traffic that he would be running into there, which, as I say that,
This is some GTA stuff.
Yeah, just as we started talking about those next options, if we continue down the 10, this guy exits. He got off on Normandy and back onto an on-ramp. Looks like we're going eastbound. eastbound 10 now. So it does appear that this driver maybe thought that West LA was a little too unfamiliar for him, and he's going to come back eastbound on the 10 because that might be a part of town that this guy's more familiar with. And now that he's back on the freeway, we'll probably see those high rates of speed.
And he's right. Once you start damaging these high-end cars, they may not function the same. But when you
keep monitoring the law enforcement transmissions, and we're going to find out exactly where this suspect went, and we're going to see if law enforcement is actually going to move in on that park.
So, you haven't seen the video, ABC 7 News on YouTube. Obviously, you're seeing it on my channel. He got away. He got away in that C7 Z06 Corvette by playing cat and mouse, getting on the highway, going off side roads, going back and forth, and ended up losing them because the helicopter and the cop cars couldn't keep up. Is cat and mouse better than going straight on the highway and taking off into the next county? I don't know. Outside of that, is a Scat Pack, Hellcat, or a Corvette the best car to run from the police? Again, I do not recommend running from the police or condone it. Outside of that, make sure you tune into my next video, leave a comment, hit that like, hit that subscription button, and we're out.